Well, hello, friends. My name is Brian Colón. I am the State Auditor of New Mexico, and it is great to be with you today on Lavender Libros. And let me just tell you, I was asked to read a book today, and I had a horrible time trying to figure out which book I'd share with you. I mean, I looked at Love You Forever, which is awesome, Discovering America with the Rugrats. I checked out Miguel the Santero. Little Miguel here with the Santero in New Mexico. We've got a long history of phenomenal Santeros. And then I thought about maybe even this book here, which is, my wife is an educator and she's from the Philippines. And this is a book about her area, the Carabao and the Turtle Race and other classic Philippine animal folk stories. But let me just tell you, I focused on this one here, one of my all-time favorites when Rafael, my son, was growing up, The Three Pigs. And this one is called Los Tres Cerdos, Nacho, Tito, y Miguel. So let's get started. This book was written by Bobbi Salinas, and I met Bobbi a while back and was pleased to have her autograph this for my son, Rafael. So let's get started. Once upon a time, there was a sow who lived with three little piglets, Nacho, Tito, y Miguel. And one day the pigs decided to take the money they had saved and they were going to leave home. They were going to seek new adventures and meet new friends. And Abuelita said, be sure to come by for some homemade tortillas when you're in town. And always watch out for Jose, the wolf. Adios, she waved. Adios. The first pig, Nacho, found a nice place to build a house. Then he met a cow with some straw. And he said, may I buy that straw from you? I'd like to build a casa. And after he bought the straw, Nacho built his very own house. And just as Nacho lay down to read a book in his brand new house, along came who? But Jose, the hungry wolf. Miró por la ventana y dijo, Nacho, Nacho, déjame entrar. Nacho, déjame entrar. Let me in. And Nacho replied, no way, Jose. I won't let you come in, not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. Jose answered to that, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in. Check that out. Big old piano, all the straw, that hay growing everywhere. Jose quickly tied up Nacho and threw him into the empty pig pen behind the house. He smacked. This pig will make some delicious carnitas y chicharrones para cenar esta noche. For dinner tonight, he was going to have him for carnitas and chicharrones. The second pig, Tito, also found a nice place to build a house. Then he met a beaver with some wood. What do you think he said? May I buy some of that wood? Tito said, I want to build a house with it. Look me up. Woodstock. See the truck there for the wood? That's pretty cool. On Route 66. Anybody know where Route 66 is? Comes right through New Mexico. Look at the little bald eagle right on top. Can you see that? Where does it say Route 66? See the bald eagle right there? There it is. All right, here we go. After he bought the wood, Tito built his very own house. This one was probably stronger than the straw. And right underneath it, there was a deserted treehouse. What a deal. And just as Tito sat down to work on painting his new house, you know who showed up outside and said, Tito, déjame entrar, let me come in. And Tito replied, no way, Jose, I won't let you come in, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Look, there was Cantinflas, San Elvis, and the Mona Frida. That's pretty funny. Jose answered to that. Remember, Jose is the hungry wolf. He said, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. So he huffed and he puffed, and he blew the house in. Jose quickly tied up Tito and threw him into the same pig pen where he had put Nacho. He smacked. Otra cerdo para comer. Otro cerdo para comer. Another pig to eat. Carnitas y chicharrones para la cena de mañana también. He says, I'm going to have some carnitas and chicharrones tomorrow night too for dinner. The third pig, Miguel, also found a nice place to build a house. Then he met a frog and some adobe bricks. Oh, no, he met the frog with adobe bricks. And you know what adobe is? That's the mud and the straw that build the houses here in Nuevo Mexico. May I buy some adobe bricks? Asked Miguel. I'd like to build a house with them. Here we just say adobes, but here the author wrote adobe bricks. After he bought the adobes, Miguel built his very own house. It came out very nice. Look at with the adobe. Después de comprar los adobes, Miguel construyó su propia casa. Just as Miguel sat down to work at his computer in his new house, you know who peeked in the window and he said, Miguel, déjame entrar. No way, Jose. I won't let you come in, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. Jose answered to that, entonces, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. And that's what he did. He tried to huff and he puffed, but nothing happened. Nothing happened this time. So the wolf, Jose, he kept on that adobe structure, that adobe home, he kept on going huffing and puffing. And again, nada. Miguel, can't you hear me? I'm huffing and puffing out here. Déjame entrar. Let me come in. Miguel could see that Jose was huffing and puffing and beginning to just get all tired out from all that huffing and puffing. Jose, who, was now pretty upset, he was going to explode, and he decided to play a trick on Miguel. Miguel, mi amigo, I know where there's a field with ripe corn. And what do pigs like? What do the cerdos like? They want some corn. So he says, I know where there's some corn. The wolf was trying to trick him. He said, it's in the field next to Senor Garcia's house. I'll come by for you at 9 o'clock in the morning and we can pick up corn together, juntos, said the wolf. And Miguel said, okay, I'll be ready. Miguel was ready at 8 o'clock, which is really an hour early because he said he was going to get him at 9, and he went to the field and he picked a whole canasta full of corn. By 9 o'clock, he was back safe in his house. When Jose came by to pick him up to go to the cornfield, Miguel said, I'm too busy to go. Muy ocupado. And again, Jose got all upset. He was upset, and Jose se puso furioso. Miguel, mi amigo y manito, I know where there's a big tree with nice ripe apples on it. So here we have the corn, and then we found the apples over here. The wolf is trying to trick him again, the lobo. I know where there's a big tree with nice ripe apples in it. Where, said Miguel, in the field next to Senora Mora's house. I'll come by for you at 2 o'clock this time, and together we'll go pick apples. Miguel was ready at what time? 1 o'clock. So he went to the field and he picked the apples all by himself. Again, he got una canasta, full barrel of apples there, a basket. Just as he was about to climb down the tree, he saw, you know who, ya saben quién, was coming down the path. I see you arrived again before me, said Jose. ¿Cómo están las manzanas? How are those apples? Miguel dije, deliciosas. Y aquí tienes uno para ti. And while Jose ran down the path to pick up the apple, Miguel jumped down from the tree and dashed back home. The next day, Jose got another idea. He wasn't giving up. And he returned to Miguel's house and asked, Miguel, mi amigo, manito y compadre, would you like to go to the feria this afternoon? Why, yes, Jose. I'd love to go to the feria this afternoon. Well, I'll come by for you at 2 o'clock and we can go to the feria together, dijo el lobo. Miguel, guess what he did? He went a la feria a la una. He went at 1 o'clock. He rode the bumper cars and the roller coaster, and he even went in the scream machine. And after going on the rides, he bought a wooden barrel to use for making apple cider with all those manzanas that he had picked the day before. He was on his way home when he saw, ya saben quién, you know who, coming up the path. Miguel jumped into the barrel to hide, but it tipped over and rolled down the hill, almost flattening Jose. Terrified, the lobo, the wolf, Jose, he ran home. He ran all the way home. Mira, here's the feria over here. See, look at that. And then over there, you can see the barrel rolling down. He almost flattened him. The wolf ran all the way home. A little while later, Jose went to Miguel's house and told him what happened at the feria. The big wooden rolling pin coming down the hill almost rolled me into a tortilla, exclaimed Jose. I got to the feria early, Jose, said Miguel. When I saw you coming up the path, I jumped into my new barrel and rolled down the hill as fast as I could. Ha ha ha! Jose was so mad he climbed onto the roof and snarled, Voy a bajar por la chimenea, Miguel, to gobble you up. I'm coming down the chimney, Miguel, to gobble you up. He wiggled his way down the chimney and he suddenly fell, plop, right into the pot of what? Hot green chili stew. Chile verde, picante y caliente. Hot green chili stew, and Jose was really boiling now. Golly, look at that. Check this out. He was on the chimney, then he's wiggling his way down. And then what happened? The hot green chili stew. Picante y caliente. That'll show the wolf, huh? Ay, te guacho, teased Miguel. Ay, te guacho. He teased him and the wolf hobbled all the way home. But secretly he meant, no way, Jose. No way, Jose. You're not going to blow my house down. Okay, Miguel hurried to Jose's house to untie Nacho and Tito. See, here's where we get to the good part. Miguel hurried to Jose's house to untie Nacho and Tito and let them out of the pig pen. Once safe in Miguel's home, the three pigs sat down to have dinner in the adobe home that was made. They had fresh corn on the cob. They had applesauce and green chili stew, chile verde con tortillas, y fresh apple cider. Más tarde esta noche, Nacho y Tito, they made plans to build their new houses. Guess what they're going to make their new houses out of? Can you guess? You think it'll make it out of straw? No way, Jose. They made them out of adobes. We have the best adobe makers right here in New Mexico. It's part of our history. It's part of our story. If you go to northern New Mexico and around Albuquerque and you celebrate the Lavender Libros that we've been reading today, this book here, The Tres Cerdos, where it ends like all good stories should. Right under the moon in 3 adobe houses. And yes, vivieron todos muy felices. Anybody know what that means? Vivieron todos muy felices. And they all lived happily ever after. And what a beautiful story to celebrate New Mexico's history. Los Tres Cerdos, Nacho, Tito, y Miguel, and the bad lobo, Jose. They said, no way, Jose, you're not going to blow down my home made of beautiful adobes. So it's been an honor and privilege to be with you today. My name is Brian Colón. I'm the State Auditor of New Mexico. But most importantly, young ladies, young men, I'm in your corner. You're the best part of New Mexico. We love you, we appreciate you, and we need you to read every day to build the incredible knowledge that will serve you well in the future. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me on Lavender Libros.